Paraguay's fighting spirit prevailed and they eliminated the Turks. Welcome to a new World Cup analysis. We're analyzing the match between Paraguay and Turkey. Let's talk about the group and what happened, what this second match day in Group D brought us. From the USA's Australia, Turkey, and Paraguay. Let's get started. Well, it's difficult to analyze this match after a goal from Camerino and then the sending off of a veteran player. What do I understand or imagine? That I knew the rules. You can't get yourself sent off. You can't get yourself sent off knowing the rules and being aware of what had already happened. In the match between Benfica and Real Madrid, Miguel Almiron got himself sent off. When you cover your mouth, the rules are clear and say you can't cover your mouth when going for it. When you're going to talk to an opponent, you can't do that. You just can't do that. And he fell into the Turks' trap. Ended up getting sent off. In the end, I think Paraguay played a very good match. It's very good, really good. That's how both teams, both national teams, took the field with a 4-2-3-1 formation set up by Vincenzo Montella. The Turkish team was really lacking. They needed to be more involved, and Arda Güler needed to be more involved there. The team just didn't connect, and they end up eliminated from the World Cup on the second match day with one game left. I don't think they'll beat the United States. I think the United States will prevail against Turkey, but they were eliminated very, very early, very quickly. Paraguay, on the other hand, played with a 4-2 formation. They made several changes, a lot of changes, honestly. As a result of the sending off of Miguel Almiron, in the 48th minute, they played the entire second half with 10 players. So let's go straight to the board. Here is the setup, both from Gustavo Alfaro and Vincenzo Montella. La Fara, who I had playing on the left side. Paraguay recovers the ball. They recover the ball with a high press. From the very first minute, they went out to press high. Paraguay ends up recovering the ball, and he, near the edge of the box, finishes and scores a goal. Putting it in from this side was a gamble by Gustavo Alfaro, and the truth is it worked out well for him. And Matias Galarza's game was very good, but not only Matias Galarza's, also Alderete's and Gomez's. Gustavo Gomez. The center backs played a great game. Honestly, they really played an outstanding game. But after Almiron was sent off, the team had to play the same 4-2, but with only one. With Julio Enciso, who made some runs up front, a few breakaways here and there, and a few counterattacks. On the counter, he was very much alone, but not only was he attacking, he was also protecting the midfield area here. At times, they set up in a 4-2-3 formation to close down the spaces, make the block compact. So the Turks would come together, form their block, and not find any space. Arda Güler moved all around this area. This was his zone of influence. But honestly, there wasn't much from the Turk. Arda Güler wasn't influential enough. Gildis and Gustavo Gomez were constantly patrolling. The Turks who attacked this area a lot, which was the area of most influence for the two defenders. And in the aerial duels, the Paraguayans were imperial and really showed their fighting spirit. They ended up playing, after all the substitutions, with a 4-2-3 formation pulled back here. Galarza later switched sides to help Cáceres, who also played a very good match. Overall, it was a good match for everyone. In the end, Gustavo Alfaro ended up setting up a back 5-5-3, but really tight back here. Galarza closed in a bit more. They closed up, tried to close all the gaps, all the spaces. The team was very compact and showed pure grit. In the end, I think that even though it was a good match for Paraguay, Turkey fell short considering the quality of players they have and the generational change they've had. Turkey leaves a lot to be desired. And honestly, the Charroa grit, for real. The Charroa grit, even though they played with one man down, played with 10 for 45 minutes, if I tell you a bit more, they ended up imposing themselves and will have the chance to fight for qualification head-to-head against Australia in the last match. So everything is still to be decided. On the last match day, the United States will play against Turkey, and as I just mentioned, Paraguay will play against Australia. But the most important opinion is always yours, so I'll read your comments below. Did you like Paraguay's match, What did you think of that strong, solid defense from the Paraguayans? From my point of view, the best players of the match were Galarza, Alderete, and Gustavo Gomez. But I'll read your comments there. How far do you think Paraguay will go? Is it enough? Is what Paraguay is playing, what they showed today, which was already much better, enough for them? I'll read your comments there. Leave your like, subscribe. And of course, stay tuned to all the broadcasts of Falso Nueve TV in Ogiel during the World Cup. We'll see each other next time. Very soon. Bye.